We're Michael and Matt, and welcome to Cape Town. Here's our LGBTQ plus adventure to Cape Town, South Africa. Let's go see some of the best restaurants, sites, and things to do around Cape Town. We arrived in the city from a direct flight after an epic week on safari in South Africa's Kruger National Park. We booked a private shuttle to get our group from the airport to Table Bay Hotel in Cape Town's iconic Victoria Wharf district. This part of the city is so walkable. It has excellent restaurants and shopping and sweeping views of gorgeous Table Mountain and Lion's Head.
That mural is beautiful. Face of Cape Town from this waterfront area from the wharf is insanely gorgeous.
Our first night out to dinner is at Honey and Dora, a queer-owned and extravagantly decorated kitschy bar and restaurant. I mean, look at this. It's beautiful.
I'm pretty interested in your burger. That is enormous. I don't know if I've ever seen a patty that big.
I got a bacon burger.
Look at that bacon burger.
It looks amazing. It's massive.
We called it an early night because we're waking up early to go to Cape of Good Hope. This is the southwesternmost point of the African continent. At the tip of Cape Peninsula lies Cape Point. This is an extremely striking piece of land, protected reserve that horns its way into the ocean.
Everyone go, woo!
Welcome to Cape Good Hope. If you keep going south from here, you hit Antarctica. There's a beautiful hike that we're gonna take to a lighthouse that is just right over there. The fog and the clouds have cleared, so it's actually getting really pretty and a little bit warm out. I'll have to shed the sweater soon.
After about a 30-minute hike, we made it to our first viewpoint.
Yeah, it's insane up here. We just spent about 10 minutes taking photos. I mean, look at Christine, just dress flowing. Really only like a quarter-mile, half-mile hike up, but it is straight up. You go up a lot of stairs, it's rocky, can be a little bit precarious at times. It's a unbelievable view. Reminds me a bit of the Cliffs of Moher in Ireland. The Oregon coast also has some insane rock structures. So this is one of those very much oceany, cliffside, gorgeous edge of the world. Edge of the world. First part of the hike was like half an hour to get up to the cliff sides overlooking Cape of Good Hope. However, the full hike is about an hour and a half, and you pass by, I think, one of my favorite beaches now, Diaz Beach. Diaz Beach has surfers down there. It's beautiful white sand. Yeah, I saw a surfer down there.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Sandstone cliff sides on either side, and you're walking hundreds of feet up in the air on these wooden boardwalks around the perimeter of the beach. The views are stunning.
Don't wear black denim.
And I'm a little bit sweaty now.
Profusely.
Where are we now?
We're at the funicular, which is going to take us to another peak.
And that's where the lighthouse is.
Oh, okay.
The lighthouse right at the tippy tip of the Cape, and then we're gonna leave. Be done with our hike. We just got off the funicular, and look at this view.
So pretty.
Just some lesbians in front of a view.
It's gorgeous.
That's the lesbians.
I thought we were the beautiful view, but really it was this. All this.
Multiple beautiful views.
That is gorgeous. I didn't expect that.
You can see the other side of the Cape.
The other side of the cave.
2 hours later.
Boulders Beach provides sanctuary for a breeding colony of African penguins, and this is one of the few last remaining colonies.
This is a famous spot to see a
Los
penguin
pingüinos.
colony, African penguins. So we're now looking for the penguins. I think there's a boardwalk over there. We'll go head over that direction.
Are they usually right here?
Usually where they are. They're usually over there.
Ravi, look at that.
Oh, let's go find them.
Oh, it's a penguin. Lower. How low can you go? How low can you go? So it's high tide, which means that the path that we would usually take to get to the boardwalk is not available. In order to find the penguins, you must become a penguin. We'd have to go through the water. So what we're doing instead is we're going back out of the park, we're going around, we're taking another path to get over there. There's several beaches you can stop at along this coast. Seaforth, there's Boulders. Boulders is the main one. Seaforth is another one where penguins are at some of the time. But if the penguins are at Seaforth, you can get really close to them. So it's a little bit of a toss-up of which beach you want to go to. We just got to Seaforth Beach. Took about 15 minutes to get here, and I don't see any penguins. I think we we made the wrong choice. We got to Boulders on the boardwalk entrance, and we decided that we're gonna keep walking to Seaforth. Did not see any penguins here, so there you go, lesson learned. Sometimes you can see penguins on Seaforth, sometimes you can't.
But you get back up and fight again.
The most reliable way to see them, check in at the boardwalk to Boulders Beach.
And now, Norval Foundation for Grub and Vine.
For lunch, we're enjoying Grub and Vine at the Norval Foundation, which specializes in incredible architecture and African visual art. Chef Matt Manning served us elegant bistro-style fare with gorgeous wine pairings from the nearby vineyards. And the seasonal menu emphasizes fresh and local produce.
I have a mouthful of mushroom. I just took my first bite.
Rejected me.
It's not my fault I'm not ready.
After a quick walk in the sculpture garden, Cape Sidecar Adventures met us at the front of the complex to start our tour alongside the Atlantic seaboard.
How's the wine?
Wine was very good.
Wine was
Pinotage
very
so
good.
far.
And we had a Pinot, or no, I'm sorry, a Sauvignon Blanc.
Second best Sauvignon Blanc.
Very good. Now,
Best Pinotage.
now that we're done with lunch, we are going to be riding sidecars. I've never ridden one before, and I've never ridden a motorcycle. Sidecars and motorcycles, everyone. Insane.
We look good.
I mean,
I look
it's
ridiculous.
something. I love the leather jackets, my God.
Leather jackets are amazing.
We'll actually be driving down Moorhoek and then Long Beach. Then we'll be going down Chapman's Peak through Hout Bay and then the Atlantic coast to your hotel. It is the most beautiful road in the world. You'll see it for yourself.
Oh, I'm excited.
Doing the sidecar tour, you make several stops along your way back to Cape Town. This is the first stop. A little bit of a long ways down. We stopped at Camps Bay for sunset, and this is my favorite spot in Cape Town.
It's the most beautiful spot I've ever been in my life.
Really?
I mean, look at it.
That's saying something. Yeah, I mean, it is. It's beautiful.
Look at the sunset.
Insane. This is by far, in my opinion, the best place to get photos in Cape Town ever.
Or the world.
Come here at sunset. It faces west. You see the sunset. You have the rays of the sun hitting your face with this backdrop. There's a reason that people come here.
The only thing that can make it better is penguins.
And ice cream.
Dinner tonight is at Boma, arguably my personal favorite meal of the entire trip.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Our third day is starting with a tour of the winelands with the infamous Wine Ferry of Cape Town.
Thursday morning! You know me now. I'm Katie. I'm your wine fairy for the day. Drinking, tasting, seeing all the beautiful things in the South African winelands. Certainly the Cape winelands, because that's where we make wine, here in the Cape. I'll get very serious on you a bit later.
And she is hilarious.
Hello. Today we are going with the Wine Ferry.
I'm so excited.
The very famous Wine Ferry. It's actually like a famous thing in Cape Town. She takes you all over wine country to try the best wines in South Africa.
And she's gonna tell you all about it. We're gonna learn a lot. We're gonna drink a lot.
Hi guys.
Hello, good morning.
We just approached our first winery. We got off the
Called
bus.
Atlas Swift.
And we're gonna go try some Chardonnay.
Yeah, we are 5 of them.
5? What time is it?
10:20.
We're starting early, so we'll see how the rest of the day goes. Katie, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go drinking.
Ooh, beautiful.
There are so many wineries and vineyards to taste from around Cape Town and the valleys beyond. A tour with the Wine Ferry allowed us to sit back, relax, and leave the work of choosing which wineries to visit to the professionals. Every glass we tried was a treat, and I've never had so many incredible Sauvignon Blancs, Chardonnays, and Pinotage.
How'd you like the wine, Michael?
It was quite lovely.
Why are you taking your shoes off?
We were
babe?
jumping in there and it's all sand. Sand all in my shoes. So then I got it out.
Sandy grapes.
The wine was very good. It was like very different than like some of the US wines.
I mean, yes.
Of the same varietal.
We're on a different continent.
Yeah, it's different. It's fun.
We learned how to better describe flavor profiles at Anthony Rupert's winery.
So you're getting this beautiful leaf aromatic.
Hi,
Okay.
Shanna.
Now, I heard a number of you say citrus on some of the wines earlier. So citrus may be one thing, but then I go, okay, citrus, let's work with that. So is it lemon? Is it orange? Is it grapefruit? What kind of citrus is it, right? So let's go grapefruit in this case because it works because we have the grapefruit. So then it's, well, is it the grapefruit flesh? Is it the zest? Is it the skin itself? Is it the inside? Is it the leaf? Is it the blossom? So you're getting all those different elements of citrus within one, and you can smell that.
We're at Anthony Rupert's Winery and Vineyard.
Just finished our wines at Anthony Rupert.
All 8 of them.
What are your thoughts,
I
Michael?
was struck by the whites, actually, which usually when I go somewhere, I want to taste the reds. They do a single varietal Semillon, which
Semillon.
not many people do.
I've never heard of it before.
And it's like a more approachable Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah, like fresh cut grass, green apple, very bright. That was my favorite of the whites that we tried.
Now we're gonna get some lunch.
Because we need a little bit of something in our stomachs after all of that wine. Goodbye.
Right.
We admired the historic architecture, and after a few more classes, it was time for lunch. For lunch, we went to the Wurf restaurant at Boschendal.
Hi. No, that's not even fair. Where did you get that? Where did you get that pork?
Katie's getting in.
Is it good?
Mmm.
Can I have some?
That's quite yummy.
Okay.
Lastly, our tour at Waterford Estate in Stellenbosch proved to have the most beautiful views of the surrounding mountains.
We're back on a safari vehicle.
Look at us.
Except that we're looking for wine.
It's a wine.
It's a wine safari.
Wine fari. So we're at Waterford Estate in Stellenbosch, and we are trying more wine. It's our 3rd vineyard of the day. I think the setting is most impressive thus far. First one, Sauvignon Blanc, very, very good, not grassy. Second one, Chenin Blanc. This is better, I think, in my opinion. Aged in concrete, very good. I took a little nap on the way here.
How was the wine, everyone?
So good!
And there you have it. The wine tour is over.
It's over. I don't even remember what all footage we got.
It's been a long day. It's after 5 p.m. We started at 10, but there were extensive tastings. Like, we tasted a lot of wine at each of these wineries.
8 wines at the first 2 and 6 here.
And then we had that lunch.
How many is that?
We had the lunch in between, which was super good.
We had 22 wines.
Yeah, we did not finish, I don't think, one glass. I had to take sips the whole time.
1 or 2 glasses.
Yeah, it was a lot of wine.
Yeah.
And just in time for sunset, we're headed back to the city.
1 pair of pants later.
With e-kayaking and paragliding canceled due to the weather, we are starting the day a little bit later, around noon, with Jeep tours. It was actually really nice to sleep in, and they're taking us to 3 different wineries today in the Constantia region of Cape Town, starting with Buitenverwachting.
All right, I'm totally gonna butcher the name, but we are at Buitenverwachting. Literally have no idea how to pronounce it, but it's Dutch. And we're in an area called Constantia, very close to Cape Town, kind of like a suburb of Cape Town. When you're driving through Constantia, you have these sweeping views of the mountains around Cape Town, wineries, restaurants, beautiful homes, and like rows of oak trees just lining the streets. So in fall, yeah, it's nice.
They not only serve incredible wines, but also specialize in gourmet cheese and charcuterie platters for lunch. I mean, look at these.
So the charcuterie boards do deliver. I've never seen watermelon on a charcuterie board before.
Now heading to Klein Constantia, we couldn't help but admire the beautiful views of the valley and the surprising oak trees serving up true early fall color. We did our tasting experience outdoors amongst the trees, which was super refreshing after a long drive.
What's up, Michael?
Oh, hi.
I'm definitely feeling autumn in Cape Town now. Today's been cloudy, misty. These are not native here, so they're not planting any more oak trees. They're letting them like die out. It's basically a temporary thing now because once the oak trees are gone, they're gone. They're getting rid of all of the foreign trees in the area because, you know, it's better to have natural trees here instead of invasive species or species from other countries and whatnot.
And lastly, we're ending our tour with Nova Zonestral.
We're going to be trying some wines in a tunnel. You got vines and you got a tunnel tasting room.
Someone feeling sleepy?
Always.
Always sleepy?
Always.
Need to pick me up?
For our final group dinner all together, we're settling in.
To Bellagio!
This group has been traveling together for a long time now, and this is our last dinner all together because tomorrow,
So sad.
a few of us leave.
Few of us like us.
Don't
like
remind
us.
me.
So we are going all out.
Better go all out.
What are you getting, Michael?
I'm trying to decide if I want to do this cheese souffle.
Okay, I think I'm gonna get this salmon served sashimi style with strawberries, avo, ginger, and micro herbs with a honey, sesame, and soy dressing.
I ordered the souffle of 3 cheeses.
Never mind, there's french fries.
I think he said zucchini.
Oh, they're fried, so it's all that matters for me.
I don't know. I saw it online, and I don't know how to eat it, honestly.
What did you do?
It's a cheese souffle.
Honestly, it's so rare that you see a souffle, so I feel like you have to order it. Okay.
You just have to poke it.
This is a newly opened restaurant serving an array of bold Mediterranean flavors with super fine and fresh seasonal produce along with Italian cooking styles. Our last full day in Cape Town, we are going all out by shark cage diving with Marine Dynamics.
Good morning, Michael.
Good morning.
What are we doing today?
Apparently we're going to jail.
What?
That's what it looks like.
With the orange jackets. That's right. What we're really doing is we're going shark diving. We are at the southern coast of South Africa. This is like 2.5 hours away from Cape Town, and we are going to go shark diving in the Atlantic Ocean. The goal is to see some sharks. We could see great whites. We could see copper sharks.
Seven gill.
But, you know, if we don't see any sharks, that's okay. There's going to be lots of other animals out there. Maybe some seabirds, penguins. Who knows? I've never done this before, but I guess we're going to get
Me
down in a
neither.
cage. We're going to get in a cage in the water. Hey.
Sounds great.
Yeah. Excited about it a little bit. It's going to be interesting.
Waking up super early in the morning, we took a couple-hour drive to the southern coast, and after a safety briefing, boarded the vessel for the shark cage diving experience. We did see some sharks, but we didn't see any great whites. It's not guaranteed to see great whites, but we were surprised to see a giant stingray. And honestly, seeing the giant stingray made it worth the trip itself.
You see the membrane
We did it.
We saw sharks.
And stingrays.
Yeah, we saw stingrays too. That was sweet. Oh my god, they're huge.
And we saw some penguinos. They're little babies.
I can't really believe it, but it is time to go. We've been in South Africa for 12 days. It feels like we've been gone for a very long time.
You know, it does. We did a lot.
There are a few things that I really want to come back and see. I want to do the paragliding in Cape Town. I want to do the e-kayaking.
Both of those would have been great, but they just got canceled for weather.
Which happens semi-often in Cape Town.
It's pretty windy.
It can be windy, it can be cloudy, it can be foggy. It reminds me a little bit of San Francisco with the fog rolling in.
Yeah.
So those are things to be aware of when booking things in Cape Town, that it can be seasonal or weather dependent. Another thing that I want to do coming back is hike Lion's Head and Signal Hill.
There's so much hiking to do on Table Mountain, Lion's Head, honestly all around. There's just like tons of these like mountains.
Favorite thing this trip, the sidecars were amazing. That view.
The view from the road.
You have to do that coming to Cape Town. That is the #1 thing I recommend doing.
Yeah.
And I think this is a great spot for like a cap or a beginning of a trip if you're going on safari or if you're going to go up to Namibia. There's so much to do in this region of the world. I think Cape Town is just one of those that you have to include no matter where you're going. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe, like this video, leave a comment below. Let us know what your favorite thing from this video was. I'm interested to hear it.
Yeah, what do you want to do that we did? Like, what's the most interesting part?
Yeah. So we're going to get packed up and get to the airport. See you later.
Okay, bye.